Good evening. My name is Lisa Norton. I'm the Dean of Admissions at Rose-Hulman, and tonight's chat is about our summer programs. We have received several questions in advance for this evening's chat. Some were about financial aid, some were about Rose Accelerate, Project Select, Operation Catapult. We're going to cover things specific to the summer programs this evening. I do want to encourage folks, if you have questions for admissions or financial aid, to please reach out to the admissions office, and we'd be happy to set up a time to chat with you or answer any questions via email, but we will be happy to address any questions about admissions or financial aid. But to kick things off tonight with our summer programs, I would like to introduce to you Renee Hankins and Dr. John Adu. And I'm going to let them do their own introductions here, and we'll start with Renee.
All right. Well, welcome to tonight's chat. My name is Renee Hankins, as Lisa said. I'm the Director of Pre-College Programs here at Rose-Hulman. I would like to kind of, first of all, give you an overview of our summer programs. I'll let Dr. Adu introduce himself, and then we'll get started.
Okay. As Renee said, I'm John Adu, the Director for Catapult, also a faculty at the Civil Engineering Department.
All right. So just kind of to cover the programs that we're going to discuss tonight, we'll start off with our residential summer programs. I'll kind of give an overview of all of those and the dates and times and some information, and then we'll go into our online programs. So the first camp that I want to discuss with you this evening is called our Rose Power Camp. It is available for girls who just completed the 9th grade this year. So they're going to be rising sophomores in the fall of 2025. They'll be a sophomore. So girls who just complete the 9th grade, we are going to have 2 sessions of this camp. One is available, session 1 is going to be available June 8th through the 13th, and session 2 is going to be available June 15th through the 20th. We take 24 students in each session, so it is a little competitive to get in. We do require students to submit an application online. All of our applications for our residential programs are now available online. So students complete an application, they upload a transcript, and then they also get a letter of recommendation from a teacher or a school counselor. Kind of says, you know, this student is serious about STEM, and they would be a great student to attend your summer program. And so in this camp, students are going to be going to our innovation lab. They're going to utilize power tools. They're going to look at the CNC machine. They're going to be able to use the lathe and the drill press and really get to be challenged by using these tools and building 5 or 6 different projects while they're on campus. They're going to, I know one of the projects they did last year was a candy dispenser. They've made a Cracker Barrel game. They've made a tensegrity table. One of my favorites is the ink pen.
Yep.
You know, they make a really professional looking ink pen. So they really get a chance to really dive deep. The nice thing about this camp, again, is it's for girls who just finished the 9th grade. We're trying to kind of build confidence in STEM and try to create interest to keep going and to further their passion in STEM as they complete their high school and move into college. So Rose Power Camp, it is $1,600 to attend this year. That does include your residential stay, your food and your meal plan, any supplies, materials, and instruction that it takes for the camp. So if you're interested, the application is online now. Project Select is the next camp I want to talk a little bit about. It's a week long as well, but these 2 weeks that we're offering Project Select this year are going to be in July. So Rose Power is in June, Project Select is in July. Session 1 for Project Select is going to take place July 13th through the 19th, and Session 2 is going to take place July 20th through July 26th. Project Select is really a neat camp. It's basically they look at science and engineers, and they look at how they work together in order to solve solutions. So students are maybe in the chemistry lab building a battery, and then they may take that to the mechanical engineering lab and put together a cell phone charger. Or they may build a project that look to improve the quality of water. They've done some other neat things with the food lab. They've created some popping bobas, so that was a really neat project that they got to work on. We take 36 students in each one of those sessions, and the cost for attendance there is also $1,600. The dates again are going to be in July for Project Select. So, and this is for both boys and girls whom either completed the 9th or the 10th grade of high school. So there's 2 summers of opportunity there for those boys and girls. So, and then the other final residential program that I'll talk about is Operation Catapult. And I'll let Dr. Adu chime in. He's the director of Operation Catapult. He can give some more in-depth information on projects and things that are completed. But we are going to offer 3 sessions of Operation Catapult, and it takes place in both June and July, right? So sessions 1 and 2 will take place in June. Session 1 is June 3rd through June 13th.
Yep.
Session 2 is June 17th through June 27th. And then session 3 will be in July, and it's July 8th through July 18th. We take 100 to 120 students per session in Operation Catapult. So there's a lot of opportunity to apply there. We have students, we're looking for those that just completed their sophomore or their junior year. So they're going to either be rising juniors or rising seniors in the fall. So the idea with Operation Catapult is that you come here, you complete one STEM project. You're going to be working here for 11 days on campus. And all 3 of our camps, we have Rose-Hulman students who serve as the camp counselors. They provide a lot of fun and extra activities in the evenings for students. And so you really get an opportunity to see what it's like to live on campus here at Rose. The cost for Operation Catapult is $26.50. That includes your meals, your housing, instructions, the supplies for all the projects, the instruction, and there's so much fun that you have while you're doing that. You do have to have a physics or a chemistry class in order to apply for Operation Catapult. So that's very important to notate that when you submit your application and you upload that transcript, we need to see that a physics or a chemistry class is either taken or being taken before you can come. Again, you'll need to submit the application, the transcript, and then a letter of recommendation from a teacher or school counselor. So you want to talk a little bit about some of the projects with Operation Catapult?
Just to chime in what Renee said, is an 11-day program. We do have a project in almost all our engineering department. The favorite one I can pull out will be Walk on Water. That's a very, very popular project where teams design a sort of a system that can help them traverse across the lake on campus. In the past, we've done frisbee thrower, much more related to mechanical engineering. We've done bridge trusses. So these are all fun projects that we do. To some extent, is related to the faculty mentors that we recruit. So we have a pool of projects that the student can pull from. So there's always excitement.
All right.
I have a couple of questions that have come in, if you don't mind taking a break, just to talk a little bit more about the requirements for Project Select and Operation Catapult. I had a student that says, can you speak about anything specific you're looking for in candidates for the programs?
We always are looking for students who have good grades in math and science. That's important when we look at that transcript, that we know that you are a serious STEM student and that you're looking forward to coming to campus during the summer to expand on your STEM knowledge. So that's important. With Project Select, you do not have to have a physics or a chemistry prior to coming, but with Operation Catapult, it is necessary that you either have a physics class in high school or a chemistry class in high school. So that's really what we're looking for. And then it's always great when we see letters of recommendation from that counselor or school counselor or math or science teacher that explains your excitement towards pursuing a STEM degree.
Yep.
And a student asks, is there a particular level of chemistry that's required? Is there a distinction between AP or community college or honors level courses? Does that matter?
No, I mean, as long as you have the foundation in physics or chemistry, that's fine. And it's just a function of the projects that we do offer. having a bit of foundation will let you enjoy the projects that we have here and becomes much more meaningful.
Another question says, is the student eligible to participate if he or she completed 9th and 10th grade, but has the grade 12th transcript only? Generally, you need to see a transcript that shows grades 9 and 10 and 11, I would assume.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. We usually see the full transcript to whichever grade you've completed the most of. And then usually those transcripts show the courses you're currently taking as well. So that helps if you are currently in chemistry. We know that you're going to be completing that prior to coming in the summer.
Okay. What other activities besides working on the project are there for students in Operation Catapult?
Okay, so we can divide the project Operation Catapult into two main areas. We have the project time, and then we have social activities after project time, and that is led by the counselors. They can go to the SRC and have a team sport. We've done some activities outside the project arena, and it's a very integral part of Catapult. We strongly believe that we don't come here just to work, but also having fun is part of the program. So we do have activities lined up for that.
Okay, very good. If I'm undecided about what I want to study, is Catapult a good way to learn about some of the different areas of engineering?
Absolutely, yeah. Although you will be assigned to a project, there will be a career choices seminar that you'll be able to listen to all the different engineering departments on campus, and that hopefully will let you know what aspect resonates with you. So you do have the opportunity. Not only that, you can also talk to any faculty mentor on campus in any area that you so desire.
Very good. So now we've had a few questions about, can you talk a little bit about any remote options, which I know that we have Creation Crates and Rose Accelerate. Do you want to talk a little bit about those opportunities, Renee?
Yes, sure, of course. So we do have two online options for summer programs. The first one is Creation Crates that I'll talk about, and it's an online program that's going to be offered for a week, July 28th through August 1st. The cost for Creation Crates is $550, but the idea behind that is that there are a lot of students who want to still get a STEM experience from Rose-Hulman and may not be able to make it on campus. So this is an option for you at home where we would mail you a Creation Crate, a box of materials from our mechanical engineering department, and they would have the opportunity, or they will put supplies in the box. They'll have the opportunity to put the supplies in the boxes for different projects. So this year, we're going to divide that into 3 different projects. There'll be a trebuchet project, a power generation via water wheel project. I think that one sounds interesting. And a smart spectrometry project, which will require you to have a smartphone with a camera at home. So there's going to be 3 different options for you to choose from. And so that application is online now as well. And then our faculty are going to have 4-hour time blocks in which they'll have office hours. So while you're working on these projects at home, you'll be able to contact a faculty mentor to help you along on the project and to make sure that you're building the project correctly and that you're learning the correct things that you're supposed to learn from them. So again, that's July 28th through August 1st. So that's Creation Crates. Any questions on that one?
No, but I do have, if you want to hold off on Rose Accelerate for
Okay,
just a few moments, I have a couple other questions. For Operation Catapult, can the students rank which session they prefer to attend?
Yeah, you can select a session that will work for you. Yeah, absolutely.
And if there is a wait list, can you possibly go to another session?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We did that last year. We had a lot of students who one of the sessions filled, and we were able to do a wait list. And by the time everybody situates and decide, we seemed to, at least it worked out for us last year. So
okay. And then I have 2 different questions. One, but they're basically the same. When will I find out if I'm selected for Project Select? And the other one is, when will Operation Catapult decisions be released?
Well, we have started reading applications already. So we read an application once we've received the recommendation and the transcript and the full completed application. So it has to be a completed application before we read. And then once we read them, we'll start admitting students. And I would say probably within the next week or so, we'll start sending admission notifications to students whose application has been completed. Sometimes it's a little bit of a delay in the counselor or the school, the teacher sending in the recommendation. So I just always encourage students to follow up with those people that you requested to be your recommender, to try to encourage them to submit those.
Okay. And then are there any scholarship or financial aid opportunities for the summer programs?
And that's a great question. We have some fantastic alumni that do support summer scholarships for summer programs. So what I always encourage students, if you think that financial assistance is required, please put that in the notes section of your application, and we'll be sure to mark that and try to pair you with a scholarship. A lot of times alumni will put on things like have to be versed in a musical instrument, or so it doesn't mean that all of the scholarships are going to apply towards you. So please write that in the application.
Okay.
Are there any programs for students who will have graduated by the summer?
So Rose Accelerate is the next summer program that we have, and that's perfect for students who will be graduating in May or June from high school and want to take summer courses that will earn them some college credit. We have a program called Rose Accelerate. We offer 5 courses that you can take through Rose-Hulman. So if you were to come here and you were to become a student here, those courses would count towards your program. You can also get a transcript from our registrar's office to transfer that coursework to another university or college if that's a decision you make for the fall. So our courses that we're offering this summer include chemistry with a lab. We're also offering the first year writing seminar. It's the subject area is human and machines, understanding digital culture. And then we're offering intro to film, music theory, and intro to software development. That's always a very popular one.
Yep.
Yeah, very. Now these courses do last from June 5th through August 22nd. So it is a full summer session when you take the college coursework. And a lot of the programs are asynchronous. However, some of the faculty do have regularly scheduled team meetings or Zoom meetings with students in order to go over particular subject areas or to do lectures. So again, a lot of it is asynchronous, but reaching out to the professor to see exactly how the course will be structured for summer is important. So.
Okay, a couple of questions along those lines. I have a student that says, greetings from Bolivia. I have a question regarding Rose Accelerate. How many classes are we allowed to take?
That's a great question. So we encourage students to take no more than 2 college courses during the summer. It's a lot of work and it's intense. And so we want you to be able to focus on those college courses and do well as part of your first college transcript. So I think it's important. 2 would be the limit unless I get a very good justification for more than 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I had another student that asked, how can an incoming freshman determine which of the courses are appropriate to take if you're considering the R-squared program?
Oh, I would have you reach out to
Dr. Craig Downing?
Yes, I'm sorry, Dr. Craig Downing. He is a fantastic R-squared professor, and he would be more than happy to sit down with you and to map out what courses would work for you. So again, that's Dr. Craig Downing with the R-squared program.
Yes, and Dr. Downing will be a guest on a future Tuesday. I don't know when it is off the top of my head. We'll have a whole session video chat about Rose Squared and engineering management. So hopefully you can tune in. We do record these sessions, so if you're not able to tune in that week, you'll be able to see it on our YouTube channel. But that would be a good opportunity to tune in and ask Dr. Downing more questions about the Rose Squared program as well. And I will put his email address in the chat here too. Okay, so next question is, back to Operation Catapult, Dr.
Okay.
Edu. Are the Operation Catapult projects more lecture-based or more research-based?
I wouldn't say lecture or research. It's much more hands-on based. You'll be working with a faculty mentor, right from the bat, we expect the student to be willing to work with their hands with some guidance from the faculty mentor. So little lecture. Some projects require a couple of days of lecture just to give you the foundation before you get into your project. But for the most part, it's very, very hands-on based experience.
If you attend Operation Catapult, does it increase your chances to be admitted to Rose-Hulman?
So it's always great to see Catapult students come to Rose-Hulman, but you do still fill out an admission application just as an undergraduate student and are selected based on the requirements of Rose-Hulman. So it doesn't mean just because you were here at Operation Catapult that you would be admitted to Rose-Hulman.
Yeah.
On a side note with that, though, our summer students are earning scholarships every time that they take a summer program. So if they are admitted to Rose-Hulman, you do receive $2,500 per year as an undergraduate off of your tuition here at Rose-Hulman for Operation Catapult. I think it's $1,000 for Project Select and $1,000 for Rose Power, and they kind of build on each other too. So if you take Rose Power and then Project Select and then Operation Catapult, you could be looking at around $4,500 off tuition each year that you're here at Rose-Hulman. Again, you do have to apply and be accepted.
Yeah. Like Renee said, generally, if you're admitted to Operation Catapult, you're on the right track to being admitted to Rose-Hulman. But whenever you apply to Catapult, we may not necessarily see all of your junior grades,
Exactly.
your senior schedule. It's a little early. So we need to make sure that you've taken the required courses for admission and that you have successfully completed your junior year. But sometimes we'll get letters of recommendation, maybe from a faculty member that they got to work with at Operation Catapult. It doesn't take the place of the letter of recommendation required as part of the application, but it can help students in the process too. So just keep that in mind. All right. So next question is, if I wait to apply for Operation Catapult until closer to the closing application date, will it affect my chances of being accepted?
I don't think that's going to change your chances of being accepted to the program, but it may change the session that you can attend. And I know a lot of student schedules are busy in the summer, so if there is a particular session you're wanting, I would apply as early as possible.
So as Renee said, there's a maximum number that we can have for each session. So yes, it wouldn't put you out, but you may not get the session that you prefer. So the sooner you apply, the better your chances of getting your session. So.
Okay. So I think what I said sparked a question, because of what are the list of courses required to attend Rose-Hulman? And I can talk about that, or if you want to, Renee, that's fine. But generally, we need to see at least, and all this information is on the website too, but 4 years of math, 4 years of English, 2 years of social studies, and then at least a year each of the lab science courses in biology, chemistry, and physics. So a lot of times, like Dr. Edu and Renee said, students, when they come to Catapult, will maybe have had chemistry or physics. They have to have had one or the other. But for admission, you have to have both of those. Doesn't mean they have to be completed prior to applying for admission. They have to be completed prior to enrolling. So if we can see that physics is on your senior schedule, then we will assume that you're going to successfully complete that course and you would be eligible for admission. Okay, so those are the courses that we're looking for. Any additional math and science courses on top of that is bonus. And then, as Renee mentioned earlier, we're looking for A's and B's and a whole host of other things. But there's a complete list on the website if you would like to check that out. All right, so can you go through a typical day for Operation Catapult?
Okay, excellent. We typically start off with breakfast as early as 7 to 7:30. And then once we're done, the entire Catapult student will walk over to our hall for announcement. And that is where the counselors, the faculty mentors will discuss the plan for the day. As soon as we're done, Every team will move ahead and work with the faculty mentor that they've been assigned to. They will work in their project spaces till about noon, and it's about time for lunch. Lunch is about 12 to 1. Get back again into their project space from 1 to 4. And now we have some interesting part of Catapult. We do have demo labs where around between 4 and 5, each faculty will do a demo in their area or in their department, which is very, very hands-on. So this is a typical day, but it's a lot of work. And it's fun. It's fun, yeah.
Students have a great time.
Yeah,
We've been doing this for over 50 years,
exactly,
and
yeah.
some of the students talk about that's what made their decision to come to Rose-Hulman, and still stay in touch with their catapult roommates and
You meet
so
people
forth.
from all over the world when you come to Catapult.
Yeah.
So we
That's
have
true.
students applying from everywhere, which is it's just a great
experience.
It's a great experience.
And you get to utilize the lab equipment that we use here under the guidance of the lab technician and faculty. So you get to use them for your project. So it's a fun experience for everybody involved.
And typically, Dr. Adu, if I'm right, that you're paired in teams of 2 to 4 students per project. So
we do 2 to 4 depending on the project. Typically the electrical engineering based projects are teams of 2, but other projects are teams of 4. And trust me, you have enough work to do. The goal is to help build your team building exercises. One aspect of Catapult is to teach you how to work effectively on teams, and that's something that if you come to Rose, you'll be required to do. So you get an early start on that.
All right. I read about a summer physics course. Is that separate from Rose Accelerate? And if so, what is the sign-up process? Are you familiar with that?
Yes, so there is a physics course. If you haven't had physics after you've completed high school and you need that prior to enrollment here at Rose-Hulman, we do have a physics course. That is separate from Rose Accelerate. And based on your admission process here at Rose, you may have been invited to attend or to enroll in that physics course.
Yeah. So the online physics is not a part of Rose Accelerate because it is not for college credit. It is designed to meet a high school equivalent course. And it is, as Renee said, for students that maybe their high school doesn't offer physics or for whatever reason they weren't able to take it. So they would take it over the summer through Rose-Hulman and be in the same cohort with the students that they will be in the college credit course Physics 1 when they start in the fall. We do have some students that do it just as a refresher. Maybe they hadn't had physics since sophomore year. So it's not necessarily just first-time physics takers, but just to reiterate, it's not for college credit. It's designed to be equivalent to a high school course. So the next question, Renee, is about Rose Accelerate, and does it include room and board, which...
Oh, Rose Accelerate is an online program, so there is no room and board with Rose Accelerate. The course cost of the courses is a little less per credit hour than the normal college courses. So if you're here taking a 3 credit hour course, it's $2,500, and if you're taking a 4 credit hour course, it's $3,000. So there's a little bit of a discount for that summer, for those summer courses to students who are interested in Rose Accelerate.
Yeah. Oh, I realized I didn't finish answering about the summer physics program. If students are interested in signing up for that, you should be able to do it. It's for admitted students. The information is in your portal, your admission portal. That's where you would sign up. Or you can shoot me an email and I can get you in the right place. I'll put my email here in the chat in just a moment. I did have another student asking if you could bring up again what a current freshman would be eligible for, or a rising sophomore.
A current freshman in high school would be eligible to apply. If you're a girl, you'd be able to apply for Rose Power. So current freshmen getting ready this summer, Rose Power is an option for those girls. And then if you're a boy or a girl, you can apply to Project Select. And Project Select is the 1-week program. There's 2 sessions, different sessions offered in July, but that looks at science and engineering and how those disciplines work together to solve different world solutions. So it's a really neat program. Dr. Anastasio and Dr. Pullen, they co-head that program. They just have a lot of really neat projects that they do during that time. And so the students have a great experience here on campus, and they get to work in those labs too. I think that's so important to reemphasize that. Something else I'd like to say about the admission process before I forget is that when you create that application, you're creating a student portal here at Rose-Hulman. So whenever we send you a link and we tell you there's an admission notification, that's going to take you back into that student portal. So everything is done through that student portal. That's where you upload your transcript. So I get a lot of questions. I filled out my application, but I don't see a place to upload my transcript. You have to actually submit your application first and then go back into the student portal to upload your transcript. And then your letter of recommendation and things like that are uploaded to that student portal. You send a link, or you send your recommender's email address to us. You're putting that in the application, and then we're going to send them an electronic notification to upload their recommendation letter to your portal.
Back to project question.
Okay.
I am interested in the fields of high voltage and power system.
Okay.
Would there be any kind of project that might relate to that with Catapult?
We've not had high voltage or power for a while, but again, it's a function of the faculty that we recruit. So we may have something in the area of electrical engineering. So far, we have something that relates to audio, or something in the area of robotics, but not in terms of high voltage and power. Having said that, I mean, if you get here, you can also talk to the faculty mentor, and they can come up with a project. If we have enough students interested, we can also come up with a project that will serve your needs as well. So we can do that.
And then is there an opportunity for international students to participate in the summer programs?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We've had students from Greece, from China, from South Korea, so all over the world. So yes, absolutely. We love that. We cherish that. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Here's another submitted question we had in advance. Are there any other summer activities that might lead to undergraduate research opportunities?
No, not that we have related with our summer program. We do have a summer research program for Rose students, but we don't have that for incoming high school students. No.
Okay. And then what kind of things would you recommend I bring with me if I come to Operation Catapult?
Long pants and closed-toed shoes.
Yep.
Very important, right?
Very important. Yeah.
Even though it's summer, and you will need shorts, and you will maybe even need a bathing suit if we're doing water wars or some type of fun activity after project time. You will need lab attire. So
Yeah, lab attire. If you have your own laptop, you can bring that as well. If you don't worry, we will supply you with laptops here as well. There will be a list that goes out, isn't it?
Yes.
And please look at that list that goes out with the application, and make sure you bring everything that's listed there. It's very, very important.
definitely once you're admitted, we will send you a packing list.
The packing list, yeah.
And will I have a roommate?
Yes, you will have a roommate. Yeah, absolutely.
Do Project Select or Operation Catapult incorporate anything related to biology or biochemistry, or is it mostly focused just on engineering?
Not at all. For Catapult, we do have biochemistry projects. We also have biology project. I think as we speak, I've been able to recruit a faculty member in the area of biology, a biologist. So that would be a great addition to the list. But we don't only do engineering. We do biochemistry, chemistry, and even biology projects. Yeah.
And the same for Project Select. We have that opportunity for them to do the clean water exercise. Definitely a biology project. Also in the chemistry lab, they do things as well. So.
Exactly.
Okay. I am not seeing any additional questions right now. Oh, I lied. Here we go. Which project would be better for people interested in robotics?
I will say projects in the area of electrical engineering, because it's either robotics or computer engineering. That will be your best fit. Yeah.
Okay. And how do you learn about the different projects that are available? Do you find out in advance?
No, we strongly encourage team building exercises. So on day one, we will have list of projects, and most importantly, the faculty mentors will present to you, and then you make your top, I think, 5 choices, and then we'll try to form the teams. So you get to know about all the projects that we offer, and then you pick your top 5, and based on that, we will form the teams. So you do have an opportunity to listen to the project before you get started working on them.
Okay. Well, Dr. Adu and Renee, do you have any closing comments or thoughts? I'm not seeing any other questions coming through right at the moment.
Our summer programs are wonderful, especially Catapult. We've been doing this over 60 plus years. It gives you the clarity in terms of the area of STEM field that will be good for you. Even if you work on a project that's not entirely your taste, you get to know about the different aspect of engineering. I think all in all, it's a good program for any high school student. Feel free to reach out to me. I do have my email, I think, at the Catapult website or at the Civil Engineering Department. If you have any more questions, let me know. Or you can reach out to Lisa or Renee, and they can get in touch with me as well.
Okay. All right. And for me, I think if you have any questions about the application process, about what it'd be like to live on campus, or please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here Monday through Friday, so happy to answer any questions that you might have. And again, my email and contact information is on the pre-college program page as well. One of the things I would like to mention is that we have had some students who asked me if it's okay to come back for a second summer of Operation Catapult. That's been a very popular question, and it is okay. And they actually try different projects a lot of times, so they're getting a very good view of what different things what they might like to study or to try out.
Exactly.
It's we do have those juniors, those sophomore students who just completed the sophomore year. They come and then they decide, hey, this was an amazing experience. I want to go back and I want to try a different project right before my senior year. So that is possible if you're one of those students.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I did get a question that came in. Can you please spell out your email addresses? And I will type it in the chat too.
Okay. So Adu, my last name, at Rose-Hulman.edu. So.
And mine's Hankins, HANKINS, at rose-hulman.edu.
Okay. Let me make sure there's no more questions here. And then the application is available now on our website.
It is, and the last date to apply is Monday, April 7th for our summer program. So we're looking forward to see all those start to come in.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions on that process, just feel free to reach out.
Yep.
Okay. And the website is just at the regular admission or the regular Rose-Hulman website.
Yes, I find it easy to just go to the Rose-Hulman website, and then in the search bar just type summer program, summer camp, and all of them will pop right up there.
All right. I do have several things coming in now. It's just saying thank you very much for your time.
Yes.
All right. So I want to thank Dr. Adu and Renee Hankins for joining us this evening with the Summer Programs live chat. We will be happy to take any additional questions. If folks want to shoot emails my way, I can get them. But also I put Dr. Adu's and Renee's email addresses in the chat. Again, this session is recorded. We will have it on our YouTube channel probably within the next week or so. We have lots of other videos there too if you'd like to watch. Please join us for our next video chat next Tuesday. Keep an eye on your email for an invitation and an opportunity to sign up. So thank you very much for tuning in this evening, and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.